Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment. We give you guys a fresh perspective on things in our week. Today we have another serious show, another one. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video, sub to the channel. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. My handle is CTABANZ. Ladies and gentlemen, I think the Lakers are in trouble here. Some people believe that that's an overreaction. Oh no, man, come on, Charles, man, you're just over there overreacting, man. You're just over there overreacting. Folks, I hate to break it to you. First of all, the Lakers, who were enjoying the number 4 seed all this season, number 2 seed, and now the number 4 seed in the Western Conference, right? Now, what's going to help them is that, well, they're going to be playing against some pretty sorry teams pretty quickly. They're going to be playing against the Suns, who whooped the dog, you know what, out of them. But then they're going to be playing the Jazz again, which seems like they've played 50 times already this season. Then they're going to be playing against the Clown Lake Clippers, who found a way to lose that game. They couldn't even inbound a damn ball yesterday. They're just a walk-in anyway. Then they're going to be playing the Suns again. And then they're going to play the Rockets and the Kings. So they have a chance to win at least the next 2 games if they wake up to play the Suns and they sit up to play the Utah Jazz there, right? So given the fact that they've been facing so many weak opponents, it gives the illusion that the Lakers got it all figured out when they don't. Right? If you look at some of the best teams in the conference, and they have no chance against them. I don't believe so. They don't have a chance against the Thunder, so just forget that. Just throw that idea in the toilet. They're on a 16-game winning streak. The Nuggets, I don't think they're better than the Nuggets, and I don't think they're better than the Rockets. I think they're behind or right there with the Spurs, Wolves, and a few other teams, right? And then, so you have that situation there. But if you look at the trend, with how poor their defense has been, the Lakers are giving up about 121 points per game per 100 possessions since LeBron James has returned. Prior to his return, they were giving up about 107.8 points per game per 100 possessions. So he has made their defense considerably worse, which is one of the things we're going to be talking about today, because right now it seems like even head coach Redick is taking notice of this, and according to an article from LakerNation.com, he actually specifically addresses it. But before we even get into his comments here, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, PrizePicks. PrizePicks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports with over 10 million members. PrizePicks makes it easy to get real money action on the sports and players you love. You pick more or less on at least 2 for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. For example, this week I'm really looking forward to some of these upcoming games. This week I'm picking Stephen Curry for more than 29 points. I'm picking Kevin Durant for more than 27 points. I'm picking Giannis Antetokounmpo for more than 12 rebounds. And I'm picking Luka Doncic for more than 8 assists. If you're like me and you like to play it safe, you'll love PrizePicks' new feature, Flex Plays. It's the safest way to play. You can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. Plus, you can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. On top of this, PrizePicks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money as quick as in 15 minutes. So download the PrizePicks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on PrizePicks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. Okay, great. So let's get into what this report says. It says, Redick, Lakers are getting exposed for same issues and losses. The Los Angeles Lakers look like a solid bet to advance to the Emirates Cup as they hosted the San Antonio Spurs in the quarterfinals. The Spurs without Victor Wembanyama, who continues to rehab from a calf strain. So the Lakers knew they would have the advantage without the superstar big man on the floor. However, Los Angeles wound up losing handily as they were outran by a hungrier San Antonio Spurs team. Not only did the Lakers get eliminated from the tournament, but they raised even more questions about their legitimacy as a title contender. Los Angeles looked completely disjointed for large portions of the game, especially on the defensive end, as they allowed San Antonio to carve them up. Head coach Redick was critical of the Lakers' defense, particularly in transition as at the point of attack. Just didn't do a good job getting back in transition, he said after the game. There's a lot of things that stood out I think being able to contain the basketball is probably the most difficult thing for our team right now. Redick also noted that the Lakers have been poor on the margins, so many players have to step up. Yeah, you got to get better at that. You got to get better with our shifts. Things that help you win on the margins we're just not very good at right now, and we've got to ask a little bit more from everybody. Redick added. Then continued on. We don't crash. We don't force a lot of turnovers. We did a terrible job at the end of the first quarter and the second quarter and the end of the third and the end of quarter stuff. So that immediately we're behind the 8 ball there. And if a team shoots well, we're going to be really in trouble. So he said that, right? Then we have some other articles here. I think this one says he was referring to him not being concerned with Austin Reeves' second straight rough game, and JJ Redick had a few thoughts about that. And then we had another articles where it says Austin Reeves identifies areas Lakers must fix, and Austin Reeves is essentially talking about they got to get better on defense, right? So all of these articles are alluding to that fact. What are my thoughts about this? Look, we are living in a fantasy world. We're talking about things that are simply not going to happen. The Lakers are not going to get better on defense if they have the same personnel. Luka is not all of a sudden going to become a great defender. Neither is Austin Reeves. Neither is LeBron James. And the reality is you're stuck with this group of players. So the only remedy here is to tinker with the lineups. That's all you got left. And JJ Redick finds himself in a difficult spot. Are you going to bench the guy that was averaging 29, 8, and 8 on 50% shooting from the field, high 30s in the three, high in the 80% for the free throw line, for the guy that's averaging 19 points per game, who's 41 years old, while the other guy's also on a contract here? Is that what you're going to do? Is JJ Redick going to be able to bench LeBron James? No. No, he's not. That's what should happen, but he will not do it. And given the fact that JJ Redick will not bench LeBron James, one or two things are going to happen. LeBron is going to stay in the starting lineup. Austin Reeves is going to stay in this because I'm going to have an issue. If you send me to the bench, given how well I'm playing on a contract here, I'm going to have an issue. And if I'm his agent, I'm going to say something. Right? So I think the only thing that's left is either you keep all of them in the starting lineup and you just ride it out. And you know what's going to happen? The Lakers are going to get shellacked because these three guys are incapable of playing defense. JJ Redick is talking about transition defense. Do you watch Laker games? Who is he talking about specifically? He's talking about two guys specifically, Luka and LeBron. What do? LeBron simply doesn't get back on defense. He just sits there and talks and does nothing. And Luka is more of the same, especially when he feels like he doesn't get a foul call that he deserves. Luka just stands there, talks, pouts, does nothing. So most of the time, the Lakers are playing 5-on-3. That's if the other three got back. So is the Lakers' transition defense going to improve? No. So the only hope that they have is, we got to make shots every time down the floor to set our old, decrepit, dusty-ass defense. Those people that were clamoring for LeBron to come back, are you happy now? Are you happy now? Didn't I tell you this team was way better when he was not here? And you had Marcus Smart in the starting lineup, and Luka and Reeves were doing their thing. They were calling them the Beach Boys, and now they're just the damn janitors. That's what they are now, the janitors. They're the janitors, the Venice Beach janitors. This is where we are. So I hope y'all are happy. It's over. It's over. Unless they fix this, it's donezo. Either Reeves goes to the bench, LeBron goes to the bench. If one of those two things don't happen, expect more of the same. Because these MFers are not going to improve defense. They are not going to do it. That's the reality. And this is the reason why the Lakers decided not to extend this guy. Can you imagine extending this guy for another year, a 42-year-old for more of this? Are you high?